यहाँ पे टिकर आएगा. Okay, we are live right now. So thanks to everyone who is right now watching us live, and we are right now at the Narendra Modi Stadium complex, which is inside the stadium, but not quite inside the actual stadium. The stadium has a complex. It's called the Sardar Vallabhai Patel Complex. And with me today, we have Amit, who's also a member of our long rope army, and another member of our long rope army is Sujay, who joins us all the way from Goa. Sujay, isn't it? Would you rather be drinking Kingfisher beer on the shores of Goa, or would you be here? I thought that was your plan this weekend, right? What changed in two
Well,
days?
not today. I'd rather be here, but that wasn't my mood about 2 days ago when I was sitting in my office and generally doing a fall, and I just put up a post on the
No,
group.
you can say fuck all. Okay, we are not into this sanskariness at
Okay,
all.
okay. I stand corrected. Fuck all. Well, okay, and then I just put up a post on our group saying, "Guys, let's plan for the New Zealand tour." And Rahul, one of our one of our buddies, smart Alec that he is, suddenly said, "अरे वो न्यूजीलैंड में क्यों जा रहे हो आप गुजूलैंड में आ जाओ." So I said, "अरे I hate Ahmedabad," and so on and so forth. And then he said, "We have a ticket." Then immediately I, from Mr. Jekyll, I became from Dr.
Hide.
Jekyll, I became Mr. Hyde. And I said, "Naren, I'm coming." And in 5 minutes of the crazy turnaround, and Amit next to me happened to be going from Bombay to Bangalore, and my tickets were in Bangalore, and I got the tickets arranged and brought them to Amit, and Amit brought them here. So it was a great journey. So yeah, well, while the beer would be good on the shores of either the Sabarmati or the Zuari, but unfortunately it doesn't happen here. So we'll make do with other stuff, and let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Right. So, Amit, over to you now. You've just come from Mumbai, and then you've gone back to Bangalore, spent a day there, come from Bangalore back to
Right.
Ahmedabad now. So that's a lot of stressful travel out. What is your memory? Three memories that you're taking from the Mumbai semi-final. It could be personal. It could be something that's on the field also.
I think so. The Mumbai semi-final, like the Wankhede, is like one of the grounds which I really like. So it's always like good to go to Wankhede. That area, like the whole vibe of Wankhede, the area outside, it's like very good. So yeah, I was really looking forward, and obviously the all-important semi-final when it's a knockout match, it even becomes a bigger thing to go. So one of the memories is basically just going to Wankhede. The other would be somehow another member of our group, Karishma, managed to get us hospitality tickets. So it was my first experience inside Wankhede hospitality, which was quite good. You had beers, you had food, you have good seating area, and obviously you can still go to any other stand you want to. So that was another good thing which happened. And then obviously the most important thing, the match. It was a brilliant match. We all were there. We know how it looks, 6 runs, so but it was still very close match. I think Bumrah and Hardik saved us at the end, and obviously those Akshar catches. But yeah, overall, like there were small contributions from everyone in the team almost. So yeah, and the way Wankhede crowd chanted when we were down. I still remember that one incident where Suya misfielded that boundary, which went for a boundary that on the covers. And instead of booing or being quiet, we all started chanting India, India, Surya, Surya. And then actually we
Right.
started coming back. So that was, yeah, very good. Just too good to be true.
Yes, lovely memories coming from Wankhede. And I think if I were to pick my memories, as I've been putting my blogs out on X as well as on Instagram, I think I just loved the whole. I've been in a very happy space all week. And to me, I think just walking along, spending that evening, I think we were at the Cricket Club of India, having
Right.
our like a late
Yeah,
lunch,
yeah, that was also great.
and
Yeah.
and a very slow evening with cheese garlic bread, and then like chili cheese toast, and then trying to look at the history around, because that whole ground, the
Right.
Cricket Club of India, is a ground that's steeped in cricketing history.
Right.
And we saw the Kolkata Knight Riders were
Yeah,
practicing.
practicing. Right. Right.
A very relaxed evening. And I think this trip, for example, the Mumbai Ahmedabad leg, is so different from 2023, because I'm trying to think what is similar from 2023. 2023, when we were going to the Wankhede game, I thought it's fairly stressed. We started off early. I remember Pranav and I were on the road. We were trying to give interviews and stuff, and it was very
Right.
chaotic that day. And
Right.
this time in Ahmedabad, we're at least not going to go through gate one, which I think
Right.
is like
Right.
to me, it's like an amazing. I don't know if Sujay, you've been through this gate one thing in Ahmedabad.
I have.
You
It's
have.
it's a
You
very
have.
very big joke. I was here for the India Pakistan game in the last 23 World Cup, and I know how it was. We just, when you get into the stadium, it looks like this massive stadium, and you can get in easily. And suddenly,
Yeah.
you get into this little funnel, and you literally choked and pushed through. So it was a very rigorous. Even though I had my press accreditation and I was sitting on the press box, but I still had to go through this route
Right.
to get to that. Uh,
Right.
I believe there is another route for the media, but I was not aware or whatever. But I got unhappily stuck into this. But yes, it's a big
The
joke, and I'm happy that we probably won't be taking that route.
Yeah, yeah. We definitely won't be. Yeah.
So now you've discovered where the media actually goes, right? The gate that
Yeah.
you came through today an hour back is exactly how the media comes. And I
That
didn't know
was
this secret.
right.
Thanks to the group, I think we've been able to now,
Fantastic.
crack this secret. And for
Yeah.
all those people who are live and who've given me requests to join the long rope army, please give us time till the World Cup final gets over. We have a process
Right.
where we ask you people to fill a form and then we check and then we add people. It's a very
Right.
closed community of people who are like genuine cricket fans who don't do this black ticketing. We do trades on MRP, so that way we've been able to establish. And there was this very interesting quote that Rahul had put on the group yesterday, saying that in that flight there was nobody who had bought their tickets, absolutely nobody who had bought their tickets legally at the MRP price. So he said, what a beautiful community we have. And I think that's
Mm,
something that I was also proud of, because
absolutely.
everywhere I go, there was some guy came up to me, saw my tickets yesterday, and he's like, bro, ticket de
Mm,
rahe hain kya? Nahin.
mm.
I just think that also a
And I
lot of
was
people.
actually having a discussion with my very skeptical cousins in Calcutta, who were trying to figure out what do we do. And when I was telling them that, look, it is exactly the same as we buying tickets in bulk for our family members and giving it to our family members. It's exactly that. That you buy your ticket, you give it to your dad, you give it to your cousin, your wife,
Right.
whoever. So the spirit is exactly the same. That you actually end up actually giving tickets to each other, knowing that all of them are lovers of the game. And I've realized this, and I noticed that what you guys did in the last 2 days. The moment you suspected that there was somebody who's straying from the line of ethics, you immediately cut that person short and ensure that he had nothing to do with us. So that I think
Right.
is a fantastic thing that we're doing, and I think we should all be very very proud of
Yeah.
this.
And
Yeah,
Karthik,
I'm just so.
before we end this, just 2 points regarding what you said. So, like you said, no, what is difference from the last time? I don't know the match result, but last time I went from Mumbai to Ahmedabad directly. So this time I thought I'll come back to Bangalore and then go again to Ahmedabad. So this was a difference. Another thing, I think because of the group, we were able to book this Ramada and plan even the flights way in advance. So, like for all those watching, we did this booking on
I thought
September
that
9th.
was. I thought that was supposed to be a secret.
Yeah, for I think we can reveal the secret now. We
No,
we,
no,
we
no.
can reveal the
Leave it.
secret
Leave it.
now.
Leave it. Don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about it.
Karthik,
So
I wanted to raise another interesting point, if I may. Uh,
yeah,
See, we did that great tour of Australia last
Australia.
year for the T20,
Oh yes,
and
BGT.
yeah, if we could talk a little bit about great stadium experiences there vis-a-vis stadium experience here, because this is one
Right.
topic that comes up all the time, and we are
Right.
happy sometimes sad. What I mean, all of us did realize, and we'll take your views of this, that both in Melbourne and in Brisbane and in Sydney, we all went to. I think Melbourne was a common ground. We went to Brisbane.
Right, right.
I didn't go to anyway. The point here being that even though it was a major series, buying tickets, the entire fan experience, access to food, access to drinks, that comfort level with screens all over. Uh, don't you think that even though we are an extremely rich board, lot more can be done with regard to the fan experience, especially in Indian stadiums?
Right. Just before I get to that, there's a little joke coming along, because Akash, who plays cricket with Amit, has put. Akash, of course, is also somebody who's worked at cricket.com, the company that I was associated with a few years back.
Hmm.
He says,
Hmm.
well, we see a left arm spinner play today. Amit could make his debut because Amit has an action very
If Kuldeep,
similar.
if Kuldeep is
Yeah,
injured, I can.
Kuldeep,
If
yeah.
Kuldeep is playing and is injured last moment, I can replace him.
Correct.
And if you do, Amit, please take us inside the hospitality box that is
Done,
meant for
done.
players.
Correct.
हाँ? दो टिकट तो मिलेंगे तुम्हें. हाँ. ये तो कर सकता है तू. हाँ. So so yeah, so going back to the, I think, fan
I think if
experience.
Bumrah is bowling at the other end, I can take care of one end.
वो तो हम लोग सब कर सकते हैं.
So going back to the fan experience, I think what I loved with the MCG was that 90,000 people could enter, exit without
Smoothly,
facing any
correct.
problems. And I remember I had tweeted that on the 26th of December. when we
That's
were
right.
at the Boxing Day
Correct.
test, and a lot
Correct.
of people in India started going after me, saying, "Abey sale chutiya mother chot kya kar rahe hain?" That was the kind of comments that used to. These are the comments that come on Twitter for me.
Correct. Correct.
That's how
Correct.
people
Yeah,
address
this
me.
is nothing India versus this. It's just that as a
Right?
fan, we
It
get
isn't exactly. I don't think people are optimizing saying ये fan experience कैसा होना चाहिए.
correct. Bilkul.
Because for fans, what do fans want? I mean, it's just so much of friction that is there with the fan experience in India.
Absolutely correct.
People don't know
Correct.
when the tickets come, and if
Correct.
the tickets come, they're in a queue. So it's so much of a
Mm.
luck based thing, and I don't think this is going to change right away soon.
Also, I
But
think
I
the
think
attitude towards fans is very different. See, for abroad, especially in Australia, even in England to a certain extent, and Africa, South Africa, the whole thing is that the fans are people who are coming in. They are making the game richer. They are enriching the entire game as a whole, and it is a responsibility of associations, hosting associations, to ensure that fans have a great time, and they spend a
right,
lot of time on this. I don't think India spends as much time on this fan experience as they should, especially with the IPL and other things. And they should understand that we bring so much value to the game also,
right.
and hence the I think it needs a mindset change more than the logistics change.
Right, and I think there's a lot of work that's now being done in the BCCI. BCCI, I understand the complexities
Hmm.
while they are working with so many state bodies and are probably one of the better run boards across cricket boards.
No, most
I
certainly.
think
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fan experience is something they haven't paid as much attention. I think the
Hmm.
only good thing that's come about recently is that in this whole fan experience that we've seen, though having water in stadiums has come after 2023, and I think
Hmm.
that is something which at least water is being given to people. So that way, that's a change. I know, unfortunately, this is the only thing we're able to hail, but the overall fan experience is missing, and I don't think that care is there. So if they were to allocate, let's say, to fan clubs, or forget fan clubs, because I still see that because we've known personally a lot of fan clubs that we are associated with in the IPL. I still think a lot of them are doing black ticketing, even though they may be associated with the team. Most of these guys are corrupt. Like I remember seeing some of these super fans. Last night I was going for a walk. I saw a couple of these super fans, and they were walking alongside while the players were coming out at about 9:30 in the night.
Hmm.
And I'm sure they have access to tickets. I've heard stories of them doing these black ticketing. Unfortunately, in India, once I don't think it should be, there should be any allocation to fan clubs and stuff. But as long as
Yeah.
you are able to make
Right.
sure that fans have an easy way to book tickets and trade tickets, because sometimes plans change, I think that could be a
Right.
beginning to start with. And what I also liked at the MCG is there's so much of space around. The only ground in India which I've seen which has like
Remember
green
those lovely
spaces all
lunches we
over.
had sitting on the park and with kids playing
Oh
cricket?
yes,
That was
kids
fantastic.
playing
Remember
cricket.
you and I? Yeah. Yeah.
I
It
think
felt
there's
like
one
a
point
carnival.
regarding the black tickets which you were saying. We discussed this yesterday in the group also. So it looks very easy money, like you can easily sell so many demand, but it never helps in long run. So like, I mean, if someone is doing it, it's like it's a quick dopamine. You say, like there is quick dopamine or quick money always feels good, but it never works out in long run. Never. You have enough long life. It will be taken in some way or the other. So it's better
Also, I mean,
at least.
it's all about respect for the game.
Yeah,
Very
exactly,
important.
exactly.
Respect for the game that
Don't
you love.
never
So,
do this for such
yeah,
things.
correct.
There are a lot of ways to make money.
Correct.
Definitely, selling tickets in black is not the one.
Correct.
So
Right.
I think going back to what Sujay was talking at the MCG, there were a bunch of kids bringing their bat and ball and playing cricket at the break. There's so much of garden space, and people selling, mom and pop stores coming and selling donuts, fresh donuts for
Correct.
$2
Oh, lovely.
AUD. I remember we bulk bought those donuts for
Yes.
the
Yes.
lunchtime.
Absolutely. Right.
This is the freedom that I think a fan wants, instead
Yeah.
of being cloistered and having unhealthy food.
Mm.
Interestingly, I happened to meet somebody who's coming for the game, who was one of my Twitter followers. He runs catering
Right.
at Chepok, and he's the
Mm.
TNCA, part of TNCA. And he messaged me this morning, just out of the blue, and I thought, okay, it's a good conversation to have, saying, "Yaar, thoda healthy food bhi rakho," because
Right.
the food options, that's maybe one small beginning to do. And
Correct.
I'll probably try to meet him tonight or tomorrow morning if he's still around in Ahmedabad. But yes, I think that's a small beginning where I think associations can focus on healthy food and have these small events. Like at Wankhede, when I went for the semi-final, I saw this whole carnival atmosphere, which has also been replicated like from DY Patil when some of these games happen there. where there's a bat and ball, is you're able to throw something in a small way. At least Wankhede, it looks a little better than some of the other
And it
grounds.
happened.
I haven't
It
seen
happened at
this
the Gaba.
marble.
It happened at the MCG. They had a big program lined up, and people even if they didn't have tickets into the MCG, they could really catch the atmosphere by just
Right.
sitting outside on the lawns. There were big screens. There were bean bags. There was ample food.
Exactly.
So you could actually get a great fan experience without actually even getting into the stadium.
And
You
I
could
think
get
this is a
everything.
small
Massive.
win for even
Yeah.
this is a small win for, I think, the state authorities, as well
Correct.
as people running the sport. Like Chennai, for the Super 8 game where I
Right.
think India played Zimbabwe, they had a screening
That's it.
on the beach. Marina Beach is the world's second biggest beach, and they had like 20,000
Yes.
people on the beach. So it's
Mm-hmm.
simple. Like, it just shows that you care for people,
That's
and
correct.
people can
Correct.
have a collective experience without having to unnecessarily go and spend money.
For instance, in
Because
Kolkata,
today,
outside the Eden Gardens, there's just sorry to interrupt. In Kolkata, for instance, outside the Eden Gardens, there's so much of Maidan space. In
I was
Kolkata, I'm
about
saying.
to say, I've
Yeah.
not seen any stadium in India
There's
like
so much of Maidan
MCG.
space.
The closest
Yes.
is Eden
Kolkata.
Gardens in Kolkata,
Yes.
because of
Correct.
all the Maidans that circle the Eden Gardens. In
Absolutely
fact,
correct.
right next to the Eden Gardens Stadium is the actual Eden Gardens, which is
That's
named
correct.
after somebody from
Yes.
Auckland. I did
Auckland.
not know about this Eden Gardens connection. I just went out to have some jhalmudi, and I just stumbled upon a park, and I saw some
That's
history
correct.
there.
Correct.
And I thought, okay, India's anyway about to lose this test match in an hour or so, because this is when the Kolkata test match versus South Africa. I thought, thoda kha ke jaun. So that's what I learned. I think that way the fan experience in certain places
Can
need
be
to
improved.
come together. And
True.
yeah, that's we're not talking too much of nerdy stuff here. We're just talking about fan experience. I'm sure we'll probably cut this off in about 3-4 minutes. It's
Right.
time for lunch, when we're trying
So
to
I think
gather
one
down for
last thing
lunch.
about the fans experience. Obviously, all the points which were discussed were almost like obviously bang on. Like BCCI needs to do something, but I think some of the responsibility comes to fans also. Like for a small example, I remember in one. I think you were also there in that match, one IPL match when they were offering free beers in stand. Like not free beers, it was a pack of the tickets with the tickets.
Right.
And like one they because some of them were not drinking, so some of them drank like 7-8 beers. And then because I think some desert got empty, it was not available, and they created a ruckus. They started throwing things. How can you not give us desert? So I'm saying ki people don't understand how to like
It works
drink.
both ways. Correct.
It works
Correct.
both ways. Like
Yeah,
so,
correct.
obviously from the next game they totally stopped it. So you can blame BCCI or whatever IPL committee, or you can blame the fans. So it has to be a thing where people also need to understand the boundaries. That if you are given this, you are only you only do that, right?
Also, since groups like us work, as fans, work with fans, other groups as well.
Right.
There could be a little more interaction between BCCI and fan groups as it happens in other countries.
Right.
And most of us will be willing to take up that onus to do our bit to ensure that there is sensitization. We spread the word among fans.
Right.
Do all of that. Whatever little we can do, we can actually bridge this gap.
Exactly.
But the willingness to also talk to us and engage is important. And it's not just our group. There are other groups also
True.
who think like us and would love to do the same as well.
Right. So Raj is asking, got the premium tickets? No, Raj, I'm normal ticket end stand. Fairly garib. This is the lowest ticket value that
So,
I've
yeah,
got.
we got the premium tickets.
Yeah, he has the premium tickets, and I had one of those, which is the Southwest Premium, which I'm booked. Which Sujay has been asking, "Abe ticket to de de, paise maine de diya." So yeah, Sujay, I'm just coming for lunch. I just see your tickets are with me. So
Right.
so yeah, I'm trying to go with a bunch of friends together, and there's a lot more friends in N
Let's
stand.
go and catch
If
some
any of you-
practice also, I think. We might get
Yeah,
go
I
and catch.
think
I think that right
Yeah, we
now
can
the
do
Chris
that.
Martin will be the one practicing. Or Ricky Martin, sorry, not Chris Martin. It's Chris
Ricky-
Martin.
no,
Chris
Ricky
Martin is
Martin.
a bowler, right?
Ricky Martin.
Oh, Coldplay. Sorry.
Chris Martin was coming. I would have gone. to
No,
it.
I thought Chris Martin, that New Zealand fast bowler, right? Chris Martin.
right.
If Chris Martin was coming, I would have.
अबे नाम सिमिलर हैं क्रिस मार्टिन कोल्डप्ले का भी है अपना न्यूजीलैंड वो he was like the tail ender amongst tail enders, no, his batting average was so low. So
Right. I think highest ducks or
so yeah.
something. What he has, yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to I'm going to be in the end stand.
Rahul is
Amit,
also here. Just come and say hi, no, Rahul. Come.
No, Rahul.
Come on, Rahul,
has
you're
increase your virality.
हाँ.
Whatever that means. Chalo, cool.
Chalo.
So yeah, I'm going to be in end stand. Sujay and Amit are probably going to be in Southwest Premium. So if you go meet them, do come and say a hi. We're part of the long
Amit
group
is in
army.
East, I'm in West.
Yeah, me, Rahul Koskop is in East.
But it's the same,
Yeah.
same area.
Yeah.
We can catch up.
Yeah, if
Okay,
you see
Karthik,
them,
see you
do
at
do
lunch.
good.
See you at lunch.
See you at lunch. Yes, we will go down for lunch. It's almost time for lunch, and we have
Great.
our friends waiting. So,
We'll
thanks
see
for
each other.
everyone who joined. Yeah.
Yes,
So we
guys.
just
We'll
thanks for
see each
everyone
other.
who's joined this podcast.
Absolutely.
115 of you are live with us. Thanks,
Oh,
Right.
that's great.
and hopefully we will do another podcast right after the game. If we win or we lose, thank God we
Right.
have access to internet. And it's
Right.
beautiful staying inside the stadium complex. You see all
Right.
those, cricket themed posters here. So look forward to speaking later tonight
Likewise, all of
or
us.
some
And
other
let's have
time.
a
Yeah.
great game. Yeah, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good time.
See you.
Good time to go.
Bye.
Let's take lunch. See you guys.
Right.
Bye.
Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Chalo.